The Foreign Minister Stephen Smith was in Perth today talking down the unresolved issue of asylum seekers and instead shifting the focus to industrial relations law. The member for Perth warned that the legislation could be wound back in WA if the Liberals win government because the state hasn't signed up to the federal scheme.
As Foreign Affairs Minister, Stephen Smith did his best to deflect attention from the unresolved issue of asylum seekers and the establishment of a regional processing centre.
Anyone who believes that these matters could be bedded down in a short period of time don't live in the real world.
As the member for Perth, he was instead talking up the industrial relations issue.
If Tony Abbott is elected Prime Minister, work choices will rise Lazarus-like again from whatever grave Tony Abbott is pretending work choices has been interred in.
But he's also warned of a return to what he calls the bad old days of Court and Kirith in the West. Mr Smith says if the coalition wins, the Premier, Colin Barnett, could rewrite industrial relations legislation because WA hasn't signed up to the national IR scheme and workers' conditions would be threatened. While the Premier's office didn't return calls, the Deputy Opposition Leader and member for Curtin was quick to retaliate.
This is absolute nonsense. Stephen Smith is desperately trying to distract attention from the fact that he supported Labor's super tax on mining, that he supported a tax that would destroy jobs in Western Australia.
Mr Smith says when the so-called super profits tax was policy, he conducted himself appropriately as a Cabinet Minister, but admits the changes under Julia Gillard will be better for WA. And on the issue of asylum seekers, the Foreign Minister says there'll be more talks over the phone with the East Timorese government about a processing facility in the next few days. Leila Tusak, ABC News.